The following podcast is a Lady K Enterprises production.
Lady K.
Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Lady K Chat, a podcast that is designed for all women to become better versions of themselves, which is broadcast every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Various subjects will be speaked upon, such as relationships, personal development, health and wellness, wealth building, children, and so much more. She is a two-time Amazon best-selling author, an international speaker, and life coach. She is Kalima, aka Lady K. And now for your host, Lady K.
Hello, ladies. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Love Languages. And tonight I want to talk about the 5 love languages. And I want to talk about that if you know what the person love language is, there is possibility that your relationship can change. And the people that I'm talking about, ladies, I'm talking about the relationship with your man, the relationship with your children. And because it is a new day and time and we have to learn how to communicate. Listen, let me tell you something. The love language is a communication. Because when we break down each one, then you can know how to get through to the person you're trying to get. And I don't know about you, but I used to be someone who was a yeller. Yeah, I'm still laughing at myself. I was a yeller. I was loud. And if you didn't hear me, I just got louder. And of course, as I mature and as I got more wisdom, I realized I can't do that because people are not going to want to hear you with you yelling. And I learned just to tune in to the love language. So I'm going to actually break down each one so we can be educated. And again, we can use this towards our children, our spouse, and, the people that we love. So the first one I want to say is words of affirmation. Some people love it when you speak life into them. It makes them feel good. When you tell her, hey, that dress look good on you. Or when you tell your man, you make me smile. You always put a laugh, you always put a smile on my face because, you always got jokes, and I love it. Or you can say to him, I love that, you're consistent with me. It just makes a person feel good. And it affirms that what they are doing, you're appreciated. And I think, honestly, at the end of the day, we all want to feel appreciated. Nobody wants to feel like, they're constantly questioning themselves saying, am I doing the right things? Do this person appreciate what I'm doing? I need something. So I'm going to say more than waiting for a while. I want to say more than average. I think we should tell the person that we love the most how we feel about them. So words of affirmation, that's the first one. And that's wonderful because, we all know that there is life and death in the tongue. And when you speak positive, we get better feedback because, when the negativity comes, we can just keep going on and on, but we don't want to go that route. So now I'm going to hit on the next one, which is act of service. Listen, the person might love when you do certain things for them. And this is just pretty much saying that actions speak louder than words. And that's me. That's me all day. I always say that actions speak louder than words. And I love it when someone can actually show and express themselves that, they care about you. And it can be something so simple. It can be cooking a meal. It can be doing laundry. It can be saying, hey, you know what? You don't have to go out and do that. I'm going to do that for you because I know you're probably tired. You had a long day. That right there just means everything. When a person is actually consider you and say, hey, I got you right now. I believe we all need that. Again, it doesn't matter where the relationship is at. It doesn't matter if it's your spouse. It doesn't matter if it's your children or even someone that you just care dear about. It's important just to know people love language. That can kind of help a lot of misconstrue things, and just being mindful and just being active. That's the key thing, being active, because yes, I do understand we all get busy. We all have long and tired days. I definitely understand that, but you gotta take the moment and you can't always just think about yourself, because it's not always about you. Put some effort and think about someone else. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back after this message.
Lady K Enterprises are now licensed in the state of Pennsylvania and New York to help you with your insurance needs from auto, homeowner, life insurance, and home security. For additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374. Again, for additional information, please text the word insurance to 844-446-5374.
So, now that we know about words of affirmation and acts of service, now it's the third one, and that's receiving gifts. There are a lot of people who love receiving gifts, and just because you like to receive gifts, that does not make you materialistic, because you can just enjoy someone picking up a rose for you, or a little box of candy, or somebody say, hey, I know you like chocolate, so I bought you some chocolate. I was in the store and I saw your favorite brand and this made me think about you. That right there, when you say that and then they show it, oh my gosh, it can just do something for someone. It makes a big difference. It's a huge impact. And again, when you just show your affection by giving gifts, this can make someone's day, because sometimes you don't know how their day went. You don't even know if they had a crazy day, and for you to take the time to do that for them, it can mean a lot. So sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, think about those little things. So we got 1, words of affirmation, 2, act of service, 3, receiving gift. And now the 4th one is quality time. This is my good one, my favorite too. Listen, when you give somebody your undivided attention, especially in today's age of time, no tablet, no smartphone, no electronic devices, and you just say, hey, you have my undivided attention right now. What would you like to do? What would you like to talk about? Do you just want to cuddle? Do you just want to do your Netflix and chill? Or, whatever the situation may be, that right there means everything. Especially when someone can actually put their phone on silent for you. What? Do anybody still do that these type of days? Do you go out on dates and put your phone down? Do you go out and do certain things and put your phone time and just give that quality time? Even us as parents, I can't even lie at times, because, I'm busy and I have a lot of things going on. I can have my phone in my hand and the little one be like, Mommy, and I'm like, oh, give Mommy 5 minutes. But I am going to tell you this, when it comes to my dinner table, no electronic devices. We would not sit at the table with no devices. This is quality time. This is family time. And we can talk about whatever and whoever. So I at least want to do that. I know sometimes it's hard, ladies and gentlemen, but we owe it to the other person. And it's respectful too. I think it is annoying when you're trying to engage with someone, you're trying to talk to someone, and they're constantly on their phone. And then when you ask them, did you hear me? They're like, yeah, I heard you. And you're like, well, what did I say? And they can't even repeat it back. And y'all wonder why sometimes people will get frustrated and aggravated and annoyed. It's because we don't take the time. Again, we are busy individuals, but it's all about curving out the time. Even if you took the time to call someone and say, hey, you know what? I've been running crazy, but I thought about you. You were on my mind. Let's do something. That's fire. Even doing that to your kids. Whatever it may be. Just do it. So, number 5. Physical touch. Oh my gosh, my kids drive me crazy. Both of my boys love to touch their mother. I guess it does something too though. They just, like the little one, the 4-year-old, he just gotta like somewhere just slip in this touch. And you know, guys, I have kind of like meaty arms, so they just love to touch my arms. I just like, please, can you not grab my arms all the time? But both of my kids love them, 17 and 4, and they just love to touch me. And this makes them feel good. So sometimes I just have to do it myself and be like, just accept it. Just suck it up. Because that makes them feel good. Because they get to have that piece of them, of their mother. And sometimes, ladies, I know it might drive you crazy, but give it to them. Give it to them. If you got a limited time, like, all right, now, you done had your fill. It's time for me to go sit down now. You go sit down. But I think all to a certain degree, we all love some type of physical touch. It's part of our nature, and even as, with a man and a woman, it just feels good for just to be in that person's presence, just to touch them. It feels great. You feel love. I honestly think if nobody didn't give you no type of physical contact, you will feel unwanted and unloved. So it is something that we have to take into consideration. And for those people who may grew up in a household where that wasn't shown, you might have to think twice and constantly remind yourself, just because you didn't receive it does not mean you cannot give it to the next person. So again, I'm just going to recap everyone. So the 5 love languages was 1, words of affirmation. Just giving someone, speaking life into that person's life. 2, acts of service. You're actually doing the actions speak louder than words. Number 3, receiving gift, something small as a small token. 4, quality time. No social media. No always digging in your phone. Just give them your time. And 5, physical touch. Just to have someone touch you and hold you, it just feels great. So I hope you guys appreciate this and that you enjoy this. Continue to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Lady K Chat, and on my website at www.ladykkenterprisesinc.com. Have a blessed night.